Hello, my name is Philip. I'm from Austria, and I'm just some random person, I guess, interested in financial markets, interested in trading. And when looking for information online, I stumbled across this gentleman. His name is Andrei Minassian, and he's known as the Intuitive Trader. And instead of, just commenting online, instead of just writing emails, I thought I will just visit him. And here I am. First, let me say thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time and for sharing your thoughts. And now coming, to an end, we thought we just share our thoughts with other people.
Yeah.
So, Andrei, how did you make your first steps into trading?
First of all, welcome. I appreciate you traveling from Austria to come and visit me. And welcome to my home. Actually, Philip is staying in my place for the weekend. You're leaving tomorrow.
Thank you again very much, really.
And so, yes, I started trading. It was, I only about 12, 13 years ago. So it's not as if I started when I was like very young or 18 or 20. I didn't go the usual route of maybe joining a bank or a institution. I ran my own business. I ran a hotel, and then one day I picked up a Financial Times. I found it completely fascinating. I started connecting what was happening to stock market and different prices, commodities, etc., to the macro geopolitical issues that was happening in the world, and it started making sense to me. So I kind of tested myself on guessing the stocks, prices, and whatever, and I actually opened a trading account. Thought I'm ready. So I thought I'm ready because now I can listen to. I've got all these wonderful brokers and analysts who can tell me what to buy and what not to buy and sell. So I started listening to them for the first 6 months. And every time I listened to them and I followed their advice, I lost money. And I discovered that what I should do is really do the opposite of what information is publicly out there. Because I think they want to take you to their direction, which is not to your benefit. So I started developing my own brain and trusting myself, my own research. And once I did, I started making money, and it continued. And kind of, I went after stocks in the beginning and did a lot of day trading here and there, and identified stocks which I thought they're going to go up huge amount of percent. And I think I started on a very strong footing because I did that on just not even wanting. I got a huge following, and I know my following got to such a level that they had to shut down a website, a financial website, because they just had no idea what was going on the bulletin boards and stuff.
Was it like certain stocks from certain countries or just random?
It was actually technology stocks, which I identified was coming from the same country through the same broker. Mm-hmm. And it became like, okay, next technology, this must do the same. And I did exactly the same. The pattern followed, luckily. So once I think I had some, serious amount of fund, then I started thinking more of a medium to long-term strategies, and then went into Forex, commodities, etc., etc. So I play a mixture of day trading, medium-term strategies, and long-term strategies. One of the long-term strategies was, for example, in 2008 when the McDonald's, restaurants and Starbucks stocks dropped huge. They went down to almost 10% of their value. I bought them and I kept them for 5 years or something. That was an example of a long-term strategy. My medium-term strategy is more like 4 to 5 weeks.
Okay.
And day trading, it could be, I could open and close an account, a trade within a few minutes. So I do a mixture of that.
Okay.
So here I am, And people got interested in me, then, asked me to write for certain magazines or appear on certain programs and, etc.
And the reason why they do it is obviously the things you say, they are very, let's say, controversial or at least unique, or at least I don't know any other person in the world who says the things you say. You mentioned it already, it's the geo and macro political agenda. You say a lot of the markets are actually fixed and controlled. Can you explain what you exactly mean by saying it's controlled and fixed, and how does this affect me as a trader, or how should it affect me as a trader?
I think I'm not only known because I'm controversial, it's because I actually was probably one of the only people on this planet Earth which guessed where the markets would be heading since 2008.
Yeah, you are actually, or at least you're the only one who did it publicly. Yeah.
And I said, in 2008, Dow Jones is going to 14,000, then 2009 I said it would go to 17,000, then I said 22,000, now I'm saying probably 25,000 by January 2018.
Absolutely crazy.
Absolutely crazy. But then I've had so many people, huge banks and analysts, always saying the opposite. Yeah. 4 years ago they used to say markets is crashing. 5 years ago, the same. Last year, the same. And I go, no, it's not crashing. Yeah. I know it's extraordinary, but it's not. So that is one aspect. The other is, as you said, you can call it controversial. To me, it's just like normal. This is what I figured. Doesn't everybody know this? Is it just me? That stock markets are fully, completely controlled and fixed on daily basis. So let's say when the Dow Jones opens, in the morning, they know exactly where they're going to close it. Same with FTSE, DAX, every 8 major, index is completely, totally fixed and controlled. And because generally speaking, the markets are controlled by central banks, and central banks can control every other level beneath them if they choose, and also they can pour money and take out money and influence the markets. So.
But only like indices or other markets too?
Other markets, everything, gold. Every commodity, every major commodity, silver, gold, oil.
But you say it's a good thing as a trader that it's controlled. So why is it a good thing?
It is a very good thing because if the markets were left by their own devices, it would be like supply and demand and all kinds of people playing games, pouring money into this and that, and they're fooling people. And I think you would have no kind of point of reference as to where the market could go. Because every day you have no idea what's going to happen today or the next day or the day after. So it would almost be impossible to make money if the markets were not fixed. But since they are fixed, then you have an idea of where they're taking this to, or where oil will go, where dollar will go, where sterling will go, where the election results will go, because they also, politically also there's a lot of macro agendas being played. So nothing on the geopolitical plane is ever left to accident. Accidents don't happen. There's nothing like that. Everything is fixed. Maybe they make us think there are accidents. Maybe they make us think that, you actually have a choice. But we don't, thank God. Because then we know where they're going to take it. And as a trader, if I thought, when Dow Jones at 2008, when we hadn't hit Dow Jones 11,000, it's going to, go to, 17,000, then I can bet on the markets. I'm comfortable and I don't panic. Yeah. So I can go long on stocks, I can go long on indices, etc., etc. Or oil, I guess that they would drop it to about, below 45, but they would keep it around 55. And now my other guess is that if oil goes above $60 a barrel, then it will grow to $100. So here you have it on record that I'm saying if oil goes above $60 a barrel, it will move to $100 and higher. So it's the same because they're fixed. They are fixed. You need to figure out the agenda. What is the macro geopolitical agenda for wanting to push certain indices up?
Okay, so you trusted yourself
I trust.
a lot in these decisions. It was very intuitive, you already said. So you did not follow a certain strategy someone told you, but now you managed to pack this intuitive trading knowledge into a course.
Yes.
So tell me, what is the course about? How is it structured? And how did you actually manage to get the intuitive trading style into a mathematical kind of...
It's like you have all these successful traders and whoever, and they all have, I don't know, trading courses and stuff. And for years they kept asking me, why don't you have one? And I said, you know what? Because I don't know how to teach you intuition. How am I going to teach you intuition? How am I going to teach you how to guess price of a stock? Because apart from everything else, I used to be very good at guessing price of stocks. That was like, wow, how does this guy do it? Because I trusted myself. And that was very important. I just trusted myself, didn't listen to anything else or anyone else's opinion. And that's very important for a trader, actually, to do it in silence. Silence, there is knowledge in silence itself.
And really cut out all the bullshit information.
Everything that you don't need. All the major things in the media are not designed to help
it's
you.
Really the hardest part in trading, I think, because it's so hard to find good information and
it's you don't know who you believe, who don't believe, so believe yourself. Yes, do your own research. So coming back to this course is okay. Years asking me, how do you do it? Okay, how do you teach your strategy? Mentor me, or all kinds of stuff. I'll actually show you a couple of messages later. People asking me if I would mentor them and what they could do in return.
People writing like
this.
Long letters, wanting to work with you and everything. And
so I thought, okay, I don't know really how to teach you intuition, so I'm not going to waste my time, waste your time and your money and whatever, and tell you how you can do it. So I believe the answers come when you're looking for them. So I was contacted by this absolute genius of a guy who's won I don't know, 10 major trading contests using a certain strategy.
Okay.
And he contacted me and said, I have never told anyone about my strategy. It's a huge secret. But what I've done is I looked at so many videos and read so many people, traders, about their opinions and, about the market. And to me, you're the only person who has figured out everything.
Yeah.
And I really want to be able to do something with you. And I have created this thing, which have a look. It's very secret, so I trust in you and so on. So I said, okay, let's have a look. So I had a look and I thought, you know what this guy is doing? He's doing what I've been doing intuitively. So he's translated what I'm doing intuitively into a strategy, into a definite, mathematical formula and a way of method of trading. And it just it reconfirmed my idea that everything in life has a mathematical explanation. Just because we can't figure it out, it doesn't mean there isn't. Everything has a mathematical, even intuition.
Yeah. So
then we started working on this idea, and more and more came, yes, what I'm doing intuitively, this is how it's working, adjusted it, and and we created the course, and it took, such a long time of 24/7 working on this project to make sure it really works for people who not experienced and people do understand. So it had to be adjusted so people actually do understand. Anyone can follow this. So you don't need to be intuitive. You don't even need to have huge knowledge about the market. You don't need to have 5 screens in front of you. In fact, don't.
Yeah.
Because it interferes with what you have to
Just
do.
Looks good, right?
It just looks good. Oh, I have 5 screens.
Yeah.
What for? To make you more stupid? So it was So this now can be used for short-term trading, forex, and medium-term trading, and even long-term trading. But it's ideal for trading like short-term volatilities.
Okay.
So in a volatile market, it's absolutely perfect.
Okay.
And one of the things is you don't trade every day or every hour. You're looking for opportunities, and the system which we have a charting system with it, and indicators tells you when and to buy and when to sell.
Okay.
But all you need is the discipline to follow what I'm doing. And we launched the course a month ago. We already had huge response and some feedback. Not many, because people are still studying it.
Yeah, of course. Like 1 month is not a lot of time.
People writing, yes, this is the most unique course. I've never seen anything like this, and it's like beautiful video, downloadable course. I think it's one of the best produced video courses ever.
Yeah, actually, you are so convinced by the course that you say you will challenge anyone to trade against you in a.
Yes, okay. I am saying is the best trading course in the world, and if you challenge me, I will go head to head with you.
Okay.
And we say, okay, there is 10,000 or 100,000 pounds.
So
let's see who makes more.
Find some people who are willing to challenge
you. If you want to challenge me, anybody in this world, you want to challenge me that I am not the best, I haven't produced the best strategy in the world, then come and challenge me. And I will go head to head, and everything will be apparent and everybody can see it. So I'm that certain of what we're doing.
And you will do a live seminar about the course. When will it be?
Live seminars will probably be in March, but most of my live seminars will probably have to do with the second part of what I'm doing. As you know, I established Intuitive Trading Institute, which has two parts. One is the iSigma, Intuitive Sigma, which is purely about trading, and this course that I've produced, which you can download, on the internet.
Yeah,
you can buy and download right now from the website. And the second part is teaching pure intuition, which is about everything you do in your life and creating your own matrix of life. Because I don't believe in destiny. I don't believe, we have to live our life in a certain way that we were predisposed biologically and through our circumstances. We can change our future with our mind, and we can create an amazing future for ourselves from the moment we actually change our mind and decide to do it.
That's what you want to teach people.
That's what I want to do, teach people, and that is based on how I have lived myself.
It combines perfectly with trading.
It reinforces your trading abilities, so you trust yourself even more and your intuition. Because I'll be honest with you, the best traders in the world are the most intuitive traders.
Okay.
Regardless of all the strategies and stuff.
What's actually the biggest reason why traders fail, in your opinion? Is it discipline, like missing capital? Is it strategy?
I think is probably they think they can make a lot of money from very little money. One of the things is like with $1,000 or $2,000 or euros, I think you need a bit more than that to start. You can practice with 1,000, 2,000 or, but I think you minimum of 5,000 you need to start to at least see good results and survive the market. The other thing is not having a strategy. Like not having a strategy which works. So, and the third is listening to a lot of news and recommendations. So I would say eliminate all noise from don't watch TV.
Okay.
Don't watch financial news.
Okay.
If you want to take a purely financial newspaper and find your news. You go to the news you need. Don't let the news come to you. The other thing is, not having enough experience. So all of that combined.
Okay.
Is there anything else you like to ask me?
Hmm.
How did you find the experience of coming here?
It was absolutely great for me, obviously. I mean, it's like worth so much to me, you know, because it's impossible. It's really literally impossible to get such a good information from anywhere else. So I'm very thankful, actually, for you to taking the time and sharing your thoughts with me.
Thank you for coming. I'm just like you've been enjoyed to have around, and we've had some great food together as well, and especially like this restaurant called Nando's.
That was very good.
That was very good. Okay, Philip.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much again.